Hey, welcome everybody. It's time to start Bollox Talks and Tangents. We got the Blevins boys in here. I got Blake with me. I'm Troy, and we're excited. We got a good show today. Did you learn anything in your research on your tangents that you might have went down with magazines today?
I definitely learned a lot of stuff, but also definitely learned I may have gone late onset dyslexia because I started to realize their words starting to move when I was reading the magazines.
Oh, it started with you. So,
yeah.
And I'm drinking one of our Citygate spirits today. Blake he's a waterman, so I drink alone today, but he's my driver, and I'm doing the cookie dough whiskey, which is a wonderful sipping whiskey. I would say it's an after dinner, like almost dessert whiskey, but it's very, very yummy. If you like cookie dough, you like this drink right here for sure. And Blake, we're gonna go through our sponsors real quick.
Okay.
I already talked about Citygate Spirits. They're amazing tasting that they have. Like cookie dough, they have peach, which is wonderful. They have a white lightning, just some amazing flavors over there. Get over there and do yourself a favor and try that little tasting tour. The other one, the number one distillery in the United States, is located right here in St. Augustine, and that's St. Augustine Distillery. Get over there, do their tours. They do some classes over there. Amazing job with the distillery. All right, my next sponsor is on Sponsor Row. Ate there last night, got the meatloaf, had a Jack Dempsey hamburger, amazing mac and cheese. We ate it all, Blake. Sorry about that. And just wonderful food, wonderful people, taking great care. We sat at the Outback, and it was perfect weather. This is when you enjoy St. Augustine. October is the time to really enjoy being outside in St. Augustine. But Meehan's Irish Pub, 3 bars in one. Reggie, thank you so much for your entire staff over there and taking care of us. All right, Abare, Kresge, and Associates. These guys are amazing. They're amazing. They are the best accountants in town. It's the first time I think I've ever overpaid, and I'm actually getting a refund in a long time, Blake. So I'm super excited about that. Just wonderful people. They know how to do taxes, and they do taxes right. All right, St. Augustine Pirate Museum also on Sponsor Row. They have over 800 original artifacts. Cindy and the entire crew, they do the Colonial Quarter, they do the Spanish Quarter, they do Bull and Crown, the Taberna. They are such an important part of downtown St. Augustine. I don't know if we could survive without them. I know we couldn't on this show without St. Augustine Pirate Museum. All right, Kaiser's Deli and Market, best deli in town. They have amazing local stuff in their market. I would try the Bollox and do it with half pastrami, half turkey. It's a great sandwich. Blake is a White Street guy. Mm-hmm. What's in the White Street, Blake?
White Street, I believe, is Gouda, turkey, ham, and bacon. But also make them add oil, salt, and pepper, and oregano.
And you do it pressed,
yes.
So you get it hot. So give them a try over there if you have not tried it. Coquina Coast Realty. I do residential. I do commercial. I do rentals. I actually have a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment loft with the water view. Perfect location. Give me a call if you know anybody, or send them my number, or have them message me on Facebook. That's 904-669-7901. 904-669-7901. I have office space downtown also. All right, Blake, we're talking about magazines, but before we get into the magazines, we got to talk about word origins, mm-hmm. or phrases. Mm-hmm. All right, I think you went straight for it.
I went straight for it. I went with magazines. But I think it might be best to save it for the for the second ones. But
All right. Well, I was trying to get a drink in there, but you just
Oh,
threw
I'm
it
s-
right,
I'm
you threw
s-
it right back at me. So I'm going to do
Dad,
hot off the press.
but Dad, you realize I have Asperger's. I don't understand
The li-
social cues.
Well, you do a fine job with your social cues. You're not quite as bad as Sheldon. So, all right, hot off the press. This is hot off the press. Everyone's heard that statement, hot off the press. Well, they used to use a metallic ink. And when it came down to being hot off the press, it started in the early 1900s. And this statement was with newspapers more than it was with magazines. But I felt like it was a fitting thing. So it's basically brand new information you're getting. And I'm going to scroll through real quick and get to exactly what it was going to be. But the term had to do with the ink, and the ink hadn't really dried yet. So newspapers used to be made by a hot metal printing process from pouring molten lead into the printing block molds. So it was actually molten lead into the block molds. The hot newspapers were then distributed with the first readers grasping the juicy stories before anyone else, leading to the common meaning of breaking news. So breaking news came with that too. So it was a brand new and hot off the press.
All right.
So early 1900s. So that's where it came from. Is because the papers were actually warm when they got to you.
Yeah, those presses seem really safe with all that lead, huh?
Yeah, I'm sure. As long as you didn't eat the newspaper.
Okay.
So, all right. So what yours was magazine?
They're just went straight for
Straight to the
source.
My literal Asperger's son went right at it. Go
Okay.
Asperger away.
Hey. You
brought it up.
I know I did.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
But just making fun of me for making me go directly at it. All right, here. All right, so the word magazine came from the Arabic word makazin, which is a broken plural of makazan. Magazine originally meant depot or storehouse, and was often used to refer to a military storehouse. The word came through the English letters through the Middle French and Italian, and originally was used to describe a storage or space or device.
So like that actually sounds almost military when you're using that term. It's like a magazine for like
a gun.
A gun. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, but
how did it transfer over?
So basically, but both in like publications, it basically meant for like So it's basically like a magazine,
storing information,
like storing information, like and publish have like multiple stories in like one source, because obviously because like a magazine, you could have like
it might have a fashion section and it might have
cooking,
a sports section.
Section. So but geez. Wow, I am messing up big time.
No, you're doing fine, buddy. You're doing fine. I'm getting every word, and so is everybody else.
Here. Do you want to lean over and say you're doing great?
You're doing great.
Thank you, Dad. I really appreciate it.
You're doing great.
Hey,
so
but yeah,
but no. Does it have a century of when that transition might have taken place?
So what they heard was it basically started like around like the 1300s when storage, but the military definition came in first before the
because the first real magazine didn't really start until in Germany, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like the first, and I think it translates. The name of the magazine translated to like monthly conversation or something like that. There's no way I could say it in German, and that was like in the 1500s, 1600s.
Yes.
And that was the first magazine that I actually saw. When I did history of the United States, our man who always comes up if we talk about history of the United States, Ben Franklin. Did you see that portion of it?
I think I did, yes. So, but geez, Ben Franklin did help look like help us understand the world today, and also was one of our great founding fathers. So
well, he was a printer. and that's where he kind of like he was the first. I think he made the Pennsylvania money. He had the contract to make the Pennsylvania money, but it was Poor Richard's Almanac was one of his publications that lasts for a while, and then he had something with the American colonies. But the one that really stood out to me goes to colonial times, the Pennsylvania magazine, which was edited by Thomas Paine, one of our other founding fathers. It only ran for a short time during the Revolutionary War, and on its final issue, it contained the Declaration of Independence, and it actually had the Declaration of Independence in the magazine in 1776. So I thought that was pretty cool. But Poor Richard's Almanac ran for decades, and that preceded it. And I think he started that in around 1741, somewhere around that area. Okay. So, but Ben Franklin, he brought us a lot of good stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He brought us a lot of good stuff.
I think we already did an episode about the founding fathers, I believe, or something like that. But I know we definitely talked about Ben Franklin a lot. So the Benny, but of course, as the great Diddy once said before the baby oil, it's all about the Benjamins, baby. Yeah. No, it's all about the Benjamins. And Ben, he gave us bifocals. Mm-hmm. So very important for us guys who need to read and still see. He gave us the Ben Franklin stove. He did a lot of research on electricity. Mm-hmm. I mean, this guy was a cool dude. And also apparently, I think I remember we talked about this, but you being disgusted by it. He actually created urinate catheters.
Yeah. His brother had an issue or something. I remember. We don't need to talk about that anymore. It sounded painful and uncomfortable the first time we talked about it.
Yeah,
and I don't think we need to be there again.
Yeah, because you're worried about your future, Dad.
Well, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Still going strong.
Yeah. That's it. Almost 60. Still kicking. All right. So if we progress through the United States. Mm-hmm. During the 1800s, there was two publications that really kind of were go-to for information. It was the Harper's and the Atlantic. And both of these, the Harper's and the Atlantic, they're still out there today. And the Harper's was more of a cultural magazine, and the Atlantic focused mainly on like world events. And the early Harper's, I believe in the 1850s, the early publication of Moby Dick came out. And that first appeared, call me Ishmael, first appeared in Harper's in the magazine before it really became popular. And sometimes they would test the markets in these different magazines when doing books. So, all right, which I've been doing a lot of talking, and I wanted to give you some time here. Which magazines did you find interesting that you wanted to talk about?
I definitely want to talk about like this is like a personal interest thing because some of the most like popular magazines are the definitely ones about like the current events at the time, top sport, business and all that. I focus on like magazines that impact me personally. What was my interest or the town I live in. So I went with Southern Living.
Southern Living. Okay, I did not see that one coming.
Sports Illustrated.
Okay.
Mad Magazine.
All right.
And AARP the magazine.
Okay, that one hurts a little because we do subscribe to AARP because of my membership.
Yeah, congrats.
So, yeah, we have three magazines that come to the house.
But are you really retired, Dad?
I'm not retired.
No.
So, but I'm far from being retired. I don't know.
Do you actually take any of the discounts that AARP has?
No, I think the only time I took a discount was when we were in Vegas and we went to that museum. I think that's the only time I've actually used one of my senior discounts. I get a discount with my AT&T.
Okay.
My AT&T bill, I get $10 off because you're an AARP member. I think that's why I signed up to be an AARP member, to save me $10 every month. But we get 3 magazines at the house.
Yes.
Do you know what the 3 are?
AARP, Elks, and Rotary.
That's it. There's Elks and Rotary, the two men's clubs that I'm involved in. But AARP, is it not the biggest magazine in the United States?
It is the biggest magazine in the United States because, I had the circulation numbers. It's number 1, but number 2 is another AARP magazine, the AARP Bulletin.
Oh wow! So what's number 3 that's not associated with AARP?
Costco Connection.
Costco. So Costco has its own magazine.
Yes.
You're a Costco member. You don't get the magazine?
I haven't gotten one yet. Okay. I think I have to sign up for that one. But let's see. American Main Street's number 4. Better Homes and Gardens is number 5. Southern Living is number 6 at 2.8 million. People at 2.5 million. Reader's Digest 2.3 million. Real Simple 1.9 million, and Us Weekly at 1.9 as well.
All right. So magazines have kind of already faded out as you were growing up. Like when I was growing up, we had this company that would come around and try and sell you magazines. If you sold a certain amount of magazines, you got like prizes and stuff like that. So that's how we always got the TV Guide at our house. It was through that. And I always got Baseball Digest through the discounts that came through. But they came to your school and sold magazines through the school as a fundraiser.
Yeah.
But what magazine do you think you've read the most of? Because magazines were almost dead by the time you were in an interesting reading age. I mean, I was going to say, you used to get the Wall Street Journal at the house. But
New York Times.
New York Times, okay.
But that's not a magazine.
It's a newspaper, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't remember you getting a magazine.
The only time I ever did get a magazine was whenever I go like Barnes and Noble.
Okay.
I think the one I read the most that I can recall is like Time magazine.
Okay.
But and also a little bit of Top Gear magazine as well.
Yeah, I was just going to say, was it car related? Was it? I think I remember having a baseball card magazine at one point. The Beckett or whatever it is called.
The top sticker book as well. Well,
Yeah.
that's not really a magazine. That's more
of a sticker book.
That's more of a collector's item. But yeah, like most people will not like reading magazines but at least the people at like my middle school and high school were still reading like good for them like reading like actual books instead of just like going for the magazines. But of course,
Reader's Digest seemed to be much bigger when I was a kid. Instead of having books, you could get Reader's Digest, and then you could read short stories. And it was a really big deal if you made it into Reader's Digest. Have you ever even picked up a Reader's Digest?
No.
Wow.
I think I may have once accidentally at like Big Mom's because because I had like a McDonald's soda and just plopped it down on the table. So I had to get it out of the way because I don't want the Dr. Pepper to stain my grandma's magazines.
Yeah. So you used it as a coaster.
Accidentally.
Oh, okay. All right. So that might have been the only time you actually used it.
Yeah.
But when I was growing up, Reader's Digest, National Geographic, Time. I think you said Time was one of the ones on your list. And Life magazine was like more of a pictorial.
Yeah, like I rarely seen like anyone use Life. I know it's there at like Barnes and Noble, but I've never seen anyone actually pick it up and read one. Yeah,
and it was more of a pictorial. But you actually brought up Southern Living. What's the history of Southern Living? And I would love to hear if they have this breakdown, because I don't know. I on the last show we were just on, we were talking about like that guy. He doesn't return his shopping cart and he doesn't drink sweet tea. I'm a guy who drinks. You don't drink sweet tea.
I'm sorry.
All right. I am too. You don't drink sweet tea, so I'm being judgy on you.
I do drink lemonade. Okay?
You do drink lemonade, so that's you're almost there.
And I do I do love some Bojangles, okay, over KFC.
I can't go there.
Okay.
I like original recipe.
All
so
right.
Popeyes, KFC. All right, let's give you. We're going on a tangent. All right, your fried chicken. Because I made some good fried chicken last
Yeah,
night.
yeah, it was fantastic, and it was chicken thighs, not like chicken tenderloin
a little
or chicken breast.
juicy, a little more flavor.
Mm-hmm.
All right, a little barbecue to it too.
Yeah.
Franchises, fried chicken. All right.
Now,
And
you
for
only,
you people that are putting Chick-fil-A in there, I'm talking chicken with a bone. All right.
okay.
All right. I need chicken because it's kind of compressed parts as parts.
But
situation.
it's still good chicken.
I eat Chick-fil-A. I eat a lot of Chick-fil-A.
Spicy chicken sandwiches is a go-to.
I'm a fan. But
Well, when are you gonna get spicy nuggets?
I don't know what.
I want Wendy's has them and they're crap.
How does Wendy's? I don't think they're crap.
Okay, no. Listen to me. That here.
I got a pen in my pocket. I don't. Okay.
Here.
Oh, I spoke at Rotary yesterday.
Oh,
That's
cool.
my Rotary pen.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, but here's the thing though. So McDonald's nuggets are definitely better than Wendy's nuggets, and because it's all about the texture of the nuggets
All right.
themselves.
We're gonna go with this one. I'm gonna throw 4 at you. You have to rank them 1 through 4.
Okay.
All right. McDonald's nuggets, Wendy's nuggets, Burger King chicken fries,
Oh.
or Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A nuggets number 1.
Okay.
Because the crust is like super thin. It's not all like crunchy. You can actually bite into the chicken first off. But McDonald's nuggets number 2, the crispy. But you had to be lucky with that one because it has to be like fresh off, not like if you know it's been fried.
Who's getting the bronze medal? We got a bronze medal now. So because I feel like Chick-fil-A hand over heels wins that one.
Yes.
Even though they take so freaking long in the drive-through now.
Do curbside through the app.
So no.
You don't have to talk with anyone. Just
somebody
order
has
through
to
that.
walk out. I feel guilty about curbside. I don't know why.
They get paid to walk out there.
No, that's the horrible thing.
You get
That's like-
bonus points
that's
sometimes.
That's like throwing down trash and it goes, someone gets paid to pick it up. No, that's not what we do.
Okay, we actually do put it in the trash can there.
Yeah, but
We do
all right,
get
so
bonus points.
Third place, who you got?
Burger King chicken fries.
Burger King chicken fries. And
All because of the zesty sauce.
Okay. All right, here we go. This one's easy. Best chicken tenders in town.
Oh. All right. I'm gonna say, Huey Magoo's number 1.
No. You know how wrong you are? Meehan's,
Oh,
Barley, both blow away anybody else.
I thought you were talking about fast food
Not
only.
fast food.
Okay, then yeah.
We'll stick with fast
Okay,
food.
here. Okay, fine. They we're talking about all around town. Then yes, Meehan's number 1. Meehan's number 1. The best tenders in town by far. By the way, quick hack.
Kids menu.
Kids menu with side fries. Fantastic.
And it's under $10.
Yes, indeed. What's the name of the hot sauce? It's a Howlin'.
Yeah, something howling.
The Howlin' plus a side of ranch. Dip those two together. Fantastic combo of hot and cold right there.
No,
but
it's under $10. It's a wonderful hack. So just get after it.
Yeah,
all right. Barley's number 2.
Yes.
Who?
In all of town, I'll probably say, number 3. Ooh. Geez, I haven't really thought about besides those two in town. I look
Maybe Burger House.
Burger House, yeah, okay. Burger House is probably good. Because after those 3, I immediately go into the fast food tenders.
What's the place across the bridge?
Across the bridge,
They have
that's
really good wings, but they have
Candlelight South.
They have good tenders too. So,
Yeah, they're really good.
all right. Meehan's by far the best.
Meehan's number 1 by far. Reggie, you're fantastic at making tenders as well as being a bartender.
Yeah, and I can tell you, they do the kids thing. Wonderful hack.
But we'll say the pub sub, the chicken tender pub sub, overrated. Don't go for it.
I'm not a fan.
No.
I'm not a fan.
No.
But I mean, we do.
But the spicy popcorn chicken though.
Spicy popcorn chicken solid.
Yeah.
But they raised the price on us, so
I know.
it's hurting a little bit.
But when you talk about fried chicken though, the Publix fried chicken from the deli, you go for that?
Yeah, or the mojo.
Oh.
All right.
Right. Anyway, magazines.
Magazine. We're back on magazine.
All right. Southern Living.
You know what? Osteen's. Oh, I don't think I've ever had chicken dinners there, Kathy.
The line's so long at.
Well, you got to get takeout. You got to call and get takeout. That's the only way to do Osteen's. You can't do it any other way. You got to call and do takeout.
All right. Southern Living.
Southern Living. So when did it start? What year?
So the magazine started in 1966, but however, the company that founded it, the Southern Progress Corporation, was originally originally started on in 1886.
Okay.
With the Progressive Farmer magazine.
Okay.
So basically, so the Progressive Farmer was a weekly newsletter founded by Civil War veteran Leonidas Lafayette Polk in North Carolina. So after Polk died in 1892, Clarence H. Poe took over as editor. Then they basically then organized the Agricultural Publishing Company, which later became the Progressive Farmer Company, which then became the Southern Progress Corporation after they decided to found Southern Living.
Mm-hmm.
So this started after. So the legacy of Southern Living starts after the Civil War, and which means unfortunately probably because if the guy was founded after in North Carolina, it was probably started by a Confederate guy. But,
yeah, I would say more likely so.
So
yeah, Southern.
Oh boy, yeah. So but the Southern Progress Corporation not only owns Southern Living, they also own Cooking Light and Health.
Okay.
They actually spun off Progressive Farmer into its own company and still going today.
It's still out there. I think I think City of St. Augustine was on Southern Living, weren't we?
Yes. I ain't saying nothing, but my hands say another thing about it, though.
Yeah, we had to pay. We had to pay our way. It's okay.
Yeah.
So
yes, but what's your thoughts about like magazines that basically that have like a regional theming about do you like those types of magazines that just have like a specific like regional theme to them?
It seems like they come and go. Mm-hmm. But Southern Magazine seems to be nationwide. Mm-hmm. I thought it started earlier than that. Mm-hmm. But if you go back, if you count I heard 1966, but if you count all the way back, what was it originally called?
It was so the whole thing. So the company that started Southern Living was the Southern Progress Company. That started in 1886 with the Progressive Farmer.
Okay.
They then it was then sold to Time Inc. in 1985. Then that was sold currently by its current owners, the Meredith Corporation.
Cool.
So yeah, but Meredith owns like a lot of the top 10 on here because if you go to the top 10 of publications, Meredith owns Real Simple, People Magazine, Southern Living, Better Homes and Gardens. So they're number 5, 6, 7, and number 9 in the top 10.
All right. So the magazine I had is Life Magazine. Mm-hmm. All right, and Life Magazine actually started in 1883. All right. It ran all the way to 2008, but its final print issue was in 2000. It was.
They missed a lot of great photos though.
They were known for their amazing photos, but the guy who was super influential in several magazines that kept coming up, and I don't know if you know this name, if it popped up in any of your stuff that you said. His name is Henry Luce, and it's Luce. I really didn't know the name until I went down these rabbit holes. All right. So Henry Luce was born in April of 1898.
Oh, geez, a great-looking guy as well.
Okay, yeah, not exactly. Well, he's got a great hat.
Oh, yeah, great hat.
All right, but Henry Luce was very instrumental in Time Magazine. Mm-hmm. So he started Time Magazine in like 23.
Yeah.
He then purchased Life Magazine. He was very influential in Fortune magazine,
And
the creator of the one both you and I really enjoy,
Sports Illustrated.
and not just because of the swimsuit, Sports Illustrated.
Well.
So we can't have this conversation without Henry Robinson Luce. And, he died at the age of 68 in 1967. He was a Yale grad, but without Henry Luce, 4 major magazines don't have life, pardon the pun, with what he did. And he attended Yale University at the age of 15. So just a ridiculous career that he had. And he often was writing. He was editor-in-chief with Matthews and a lot of these different things. But Life magazine, Time magazine, Fortune magazine, and Sports Illustrated, 4 magazines that I think are huge in most of the 20th century, are directly attributed to Henry Luce, who was born in China. Not a Chinese name. So I just wanted to kind of throw that out there for that.
I'm trying my best to resist the urge to just go full. The best.
It's not. They're the best. They are the best. All right. But Life magazine started in 1883, and in 1936, Luce is the one who actually purchased it. But it included amazing cartoons by Charles Dana Gibson and illustrations by Norman Rockwell. Now, when you think of Norman Rockwell, you think of the Saturday Evening Post, with all his amazing artwork and the covers of that. But he was around much earlier than the Saturday Evening Post on some of these other magazines, and he was a discovery of Henry Luce in a lot of ways.
Yeah. So, but like the one thing like that I hear about like Life magazine is like the combination with like Time Life and whenever they give out whenever they have like the box sets of the entire history of the Carol Burnett show, I Love Lucy, like that and one thing, the Shirley Temple collection, I think they were the publishers of that. So
yes.
And they used to run those commercials like during like Nickelodeon when I was watching SpongeBob after school. So that's kind of like the one thing I remember most about like Time and Life.
Yeah, no, and magazines made a lot of things happen, and they were huge in what I'm seeing. I don't think they're as big today. There's online magazines, and there's still some printed magazines, but during the 20th century, I would call this the golden age of magazines. Life magazine, to me, their pictorials were just absolutely phenomenal and true artwork. If you go back, and I challenge you guys to go out and look at the covers of different Life magazines. I have Blake in studio, or I would have him throwing up some of these covers. It is incredible, the artwork that goes into these covers of Life magazine. So we got to talk about our sponsors real quick, Blake. So I'm gonna go again with St. Augustine Distillery, #1 distillery in St. Augustine, #1 distillery in the country. They have amazing tasting tours, classes, incredible flavors. I spoke to the people over at St. Augustine Distillery. They have a new rum release. They're going to come in, and we're going to do a history of rum and kind of go through a lot of those liqueurs and things like that. So we're super excited about that. And get over there, St. Augustine Distillery, Citygate Spirits, amazing tasting tours right there on Sponsorship Row, along with Meehan's Irish Pub. Reggie, the entire crew, amazing food. Liquor selections cannot be beat. Just incredible what these guys do over there. They have 3 bars in one. Ate there last night. Eat there on a regular basis. One of our favorite stops. Abare, Kresge and Associates, best CPAs in town. Give them a call. Billy Abare is amazing. He can talk you through investments. If you want to set up a nonprofit, you want to set up an LLC, you want to just do your taxes. I don't say just do your taxes. Don't try and do your taxes on your own. You can save money by going to the CPA, just like Abare, Kresge and Associates. All right, St. Augustine Pirate Museum. This museum has over 800 original artifacts. The Crotry family brought them up from Key West. We're so happy to have you in town. This group also runs the Oak, Colonial Oak. They run the Spanish Quarter, Bull and Crown, and Taberna Bar. So they control downtown as far as entertainment goes, and we're so proud of them being our sponsor. Kaiser's Deli and Market, a place for local vendors looking for local honey, looking for anything local. You want to get it fresh. Get over to Kaiser's Deli and Market, and just incredible sandwiches over there. There's not a finer place to grab a sandwich in town than Kaiser's Deli and Market. Last but definitely not least, it's me. Coquina Coast Realty. Give me a call at 904-669-7901. You have any real estate needs. If you just want to talk, that's the number, 904-669-7901. All right, Blake.
Yes.
We had one magazine that we both had on our list.
Mm-hmm.
Sports Illustrated. All right.
Wait, hold on. Which version do we have? Do we have the regular version, or do we have the swimsuit issue?
We're talking regular version. Did you do swimsuit?
No.
Swimsuit came along later.
Yeah, so swimsuit came along later. I think that came out in
64, I believe.
64. Do you know who was on the first cover though?
I don't. Who was on the first cover of the swimsuit?
It was Babette. It was Babette March.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to see?
Babette March.
Yeah, looks pretty nice.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
She's rocking it.
But what you definitely say though, best swimsuit model they ever had.
Elle McPherson.
Okay.
Christy Brinkley. I don't know. No. You made me think about it too long. So can I change? I'm gonna go back to Christy.
Yeah. All right.
Because Christy's still rocking it. She's in her 70s, I think.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna say Kate Upton. It's probably the
For
best.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But.
Ooh, Kathy Ireland. Oh.
Oh no.
Now I'm even more confused.
Oh jeez.
There's too many to choose from.
But,
all right.
But we could definitely agree the worst one is Ms. Martha Stewart.
You know what? Martha rocked it too. I'm not gonna take it away from her. That lady said that took a lot of guts. I am not taking it away from her in any way, shape, or form. So I'm gonna give it to Martha too. So, for my taste, I think I'm going back to Christy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Regular Sports Illustrated.
Sports Illustrated. What year did it start?
It started in 1954, August 1954. Do you want to guess who was on the cover of the first one?
What? Can you give me a sport?
Baseball.
1954.
It involves a team from Milwaukee and a team from New York.
So it was the Brewers and the Giants? If it was Milwaukee.
In 1954.
Not the Brewers, it was the Braves.
Okay.
So it had to be a National Leaguer. So the Dodgers were still in Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. So it'd have to be Brooklyn or the Giants, because you said New York. Those two teams were still in New York, and the Braves were there. So I'm going to go with the second best guy on the Braves, Eddie Matthews.
Yes. So it's Eddie
Nailed it.
Yeah, so Eddie Matthews.
Actually, I saw it today. I played that as long as I possibly could. I saw it today.
Oh, okay. Do you want to know who the New York Giants catcher was though? Did you go that far?
I did not go that deep. The New York Giants catcher. I don't know.
It was Wes Westrum.
Okay.
And it took place on June 9th, 1954, and it was a night game That
Okay.
yeah, the Polo Grounds had lights on for that.
All right. Have you ever seen the shape of the Polo Grounds?
Yeah,
Like dead center field was like 540 feet or something like that.
yeah. So big.
So it looked like a horseshoe,
Yes.
and then it had a little notch at the top of the horseshoe.
Yeah, so it's like flat, then just goes down, just curves back up like this.
But like in right field and left field, if you hit it right down the line, it was only like 290. Mm-hmm. But dead center was like 540 or something. Some ridiculous
and you know what the most interesting? I had to pull up the.
I think only one person ever hit a home run dead center.
Yeah, that. Yeah, so no wonder why Willie Mays could actually made that catch because that would have been a home run everywhere.
Well, the catch wasn't as amazing as the throw.
Yeah,
because where he caught the ball, there was somebody tagging up from second, and he was able to get the ball in fast enough where that person could not score, and he caught it at 500 plus feet.
Yeah, but the most interesting thing about Polo Grounds was
it was 480.
Yeah,
okay, that's...
but actually the left field pole and the right field pole had different lengths. So
one was 279.
The right side was 258 to the pole.
Normally, and for you non-baseball people, it's most baseball fields are somewhat symmetrical. The Polo Grounds were the exact opposite of being symmetrical.
They look symmetrical.
It was 258 down the right field line, which is shorter than a current day softball field.
Yes.
All right?
Yeah.
And it was 279, also still shorter, but it dropped very quickly out.
Yes. Because I believe the modern regulations require that all stadiums need like the foul pole needs to be at like 305 feet, 310 feet. Mm-hmm. But and dead center needs to be like 405 feet. But everything else, have fun.
You can move it around. Yeah. So the Polo Grounds to me was one of the funkiest baseball fields out there. But that was the very first cover was Eddie Matthews.
Yes.
On the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Yes.
When I was growing up, and Sports Illustrated is one of those, it was a weekly magazine that became a bi-weekly. Now I think it's monthly, right?
They actually haven't published in a while.
Oh, really?
Like they're still doing like online stuff, but they haven't sounded like an actual like special like a magazine for like a while.
What year did they stop?
2024 this year.
2020. So they just stopped like printing.
Yeah.
Okay. And but I remember the two things I remember about Sports Illustrated. They always did a thing called Faces in the Crowd. Mm-hmm. You ever remember that? I mean,
no. I
so
do.
Faces in the Crowd would be a high, and one of my goals as a high school athlete
what the hell?
was someone just knocked on the window. All right, just gave me a heart attack.
I know. I'm scared as well, man.
Yeah, it just gave me a heart attack right then. Someone just knocked on the window of the studio. We have the windows blocked out. We don't know who that was. I'm pretty sure it was Michael Davis.
Yeah, thank you, Mike.
Yeah, it just gave it.
Bye.
We just peed our pants a little bit. Not gonna lie. So thanks.
I already have high blood pressure anyway, man, for not working out as much. Thank you for letting me know I need to go to the gym.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Mike Davis because that's his exit out of the building.
Of course he does. He always does a sneaky way out.
Yeah,
you used to take that exit as well whenever your real estate office is still upstairs.
Yeah. So Mike,
TJ.
You got us. All right. So there was Faces in the Crowd. Mm-hmm. So Faces in the Crowd would be like there'd be 8 or 10 different things about high school, college athletes, young athletes. My goal was to always be, okay, if I can make Faces in the Crowd, like because it was a weekly magazine at the time, and then they'd say, oh, such and such went 5 for 5, broke the Florida hits record, or caught 6 touchdowns and ran for 500 yards or something like that. So there was always Faces in the Crowd. And the other one is one of my favorite writers, and he actually wrote a couple books, and it was always at the end, and I read his articles first. Like when you used to open up a newspaper, I would always go to the sports section first, comics, front page, order. That's my order. When I went to Sports Illustrated, it was Rick Riley, because he always wrote, it was basically a page or two at the end on an editorial. Rick Riley, and then Faces in the Crowd, and then I go to whatever the main feature was. So Who was does it say who the last person on Sports Illustrated was?
Let's see. Last Sports Illustrated issue. Oh wait, hold on. So let's see. So the last one was. Thank you.
Pull this away from you a little bit.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It was. Looks like it's. Angel Reese.
Okay, Angel Reese from WNBA.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Who finished second?
Okay.
She finished second in the WNBA Rookie of the Year.
So it looks like they stopped doing like the actual sending out, but they're still having like digital subscriptions of the magazine.
Okay, so they're still doing digital.
Yes.
So it still exists.
Yes.
All right.
Now, speaking about athletes on the cover, do you know which player has been on the cover the most times?
Do you... 54. Probably early on it was Mickey Mantle. I'm going to say of all time, I got to go with Michael Jordan.
Yep. You're
So,
right.
how many times?
50 times.
50 times.
Yeah, so Muhammad Ali has been on the second most times at 40. LeBron James 36 times. Tom Brady 33 times. Magic Johnson 23 times. tied for 6. Jack Nicklaus and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar 22.
Okay.
And let's see. I'm trying to find where some other stats are because there's some great stats about the cover as well. Because
Who's been on the swimsuit cover the most?
Ooh,
Do we know?
that probably has to be
L?
probably Bella Hadid, probably Kate Upton, probably like the modern people that
The more recent people.
that can still go with the modern beauty standards.
Okay.
And my so it's probably like the most like famous person to never have a Sports Illustrated cover.
Most famous athlete.
Yeah. So probably Anika Sorensen. So 72 LGPA tour events, 10 major championships, 0 Sports Illustrated covers.
Yeah. LPGA, I just don't see it selling.
Really?
Yeah, she was great. Sorensen was a great athlete. She was great. Who else is on that list? Because I can see that she's a Hall of Fame golfer without a doubt.
Yeah, so they only listed the one, but probably has to be like someone that's like constantly been good, but can't have like a great year.
Do they have a list of like my man Johnny Bench? Does it say like is there a list of how many times Johnny Bench has been on there?
Let's see how many
or
times?
Pete Rose, either one of those two. I mean, they got to be on there. Pete Rose probably is on there more because of his controversy that comes along with it, and the stories that come along with it. So I think I read the article the first time I read about Pete Rose gambling. I'm pretty sure it was in Sports Illustrated.
Yeah. So there's already like 3 covers of him. Like the first one was the 76 one. How good are the Reds? Redemption for the Reds in 72. This one was the one where Bench is running. That came from 77 as well.
Okay, but do you have Pete Rose? I mean, because Johnny wasn't as controversial. I can see Pete Rose, and I did Baseball Digest, so I mean,
10.
He was on there 10 times.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
but 3 of them, actually 4 of them came from the suspension, from gambling,
from the banning,
and then ban. Let's see. So do you want to guess which team has been on there the most times?
New York Yankees.
They're number 2.
They're number 2.
Yes.
So since 54. So New York Yankees, I thought
they have 65. The other team has 67.
Okay, so it's fairly close.
Mm-hmm. But they are a very, very popular team.
Dallas Cowboys.
The number 5 at 48.
48. All right. So I'm going to try and name all the top 5. I'm going to go with, and it's teams, right?
Yes.
How many baseball? How many football?
In the top 5
and basketball.
You already knocked off a football one. There's 2 basketballs. Okay, I should clarify there.
So Chicago Bulls
that's number 7
because of Jordan.
That's number 7. The number 1 is a basketball one.
Number 1's a basketball one.
Yeah.
Oh, Celtics.
No.
Lakers.
Yep.
Wow.
Showtime.
Okay, all right, but I mean,
George Mikan,
but the
Showtime.
Celtics during the '60s won everything from '54 on. They won everything.
But
so
were
the Celtics?
They
didn't make the top 10.
They didn't make the top 7. They.
Oh, okay. So there's one more basketball team.
Okay, so
I have the Lakers.
No. So basically, there was only one basketball.
Only one baseball.
2 baseballs. There's a pro football team and a college football team. You already got the pro football team.
Okay, so the pro football team
was Dallas Cowboys.
Was the Dallas Cowboys.
The college football team.
College football team's got to be University of Alabama.
Yep, that's number 3.
That's not even. I mean, there's no one even close to that.
Number 4, you're missing. You want to guess?
What sport is it again?
Baseball.
Baseball. I already said the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
So from '54, because they have the Lakers number 1 and it's a big market. If it's not the Lakers, it's got to be the Dodgers.
Nope,
it's not the Dodgers.
It is an NL Central team.
NL Central team. So is it the Reds?
No,
it's not the St. Louis Cardinals.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I would have had them like 5th or 6th on because it's not a big market anymore.
Yeah. So Lakers number 1, Yankees number 2, University of Alabama number 3, Cardinals number 4, Dallas Cowboys 5, Boston Red Sox number 6, and then Chicago Bulls number 7.
All right. We're gonna move on because there's magazines that we haven't touched on. Sports Illustrated, I think, is one that we share. A lot of great information, a lot of memories with that. We can't really do this without mentioning. What was your other magazines before I moved to these other 2?
You want to go straight to AARP, the magazine?
AARP magazine is what it is.
Yeah.
It's popular because people get benefits from it. They send you out the magazine. No one really reads it.
But doesn't it make you kind of feel bad that you realize, oh, shit, it finally came?
No, but it actually is informative. I have read a couple of things in it. But it's I'm a young AARP guy in my opinion. Mm-hmm. There's other people where like it gives medical advice, it gives some of these things, what to look out for, what to stay away from, benefits and things like that. Yeah. So,
but we'll say the most interesting thing about AARP the magazine is their current editor is used to be the former editor of The Week magazine, Reader's Digest, Riddell's Best Life, Rolling Stone, New York, and Playboy.
Okay, so he gets around, is what I heard.
Yes, so
that's what I heard. He's an old guy who gets around.
Yeah,
and we're talking about an old guy who gets around. So I don't think we can leave out these 2 magazines and American history together, and that's Playboy magazine. Mm-hmm. So Hugh Hefner, Playboy magazine, the Playboy Empire. Obviously, they're not, doing any print anymore. They stopped in 2020. Their first edition was in 1953. You know who was on the cover?
Ooh. First one?
Yeah, the very first Playboy magazine. I guarantee you, Bobby knows this one.
I'm gonna say. I really want to say Christina Brinkley. No.
Too soon.
Don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was earlier than that. Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, I should have thought.
He held off. He bought these early pictures of her before she was famous, and it was Marilyn Monroe was on the very first episode, or on the very first issue. But Hugh Hefner started this empire, grew it to something that was grew into nightclubs, grew into television, grew into basically right now it has a very online presence. But most people got it for the articles, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Not the movies.
So unfortunately, Playboy magazine has not won any Pulitzers, if that comes to surprise you.
Yeah.
But I actually did learn in my research though, like that Sports Illustrated did win one.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold on. That's I realized I accidentally misspelled Sports Illustrated poorly.
All right. And Pulitzer actually was one of the main components and the people that started magazines. Mm-hmm. So his name pops up if you do a lot of history on magazines also. Mm-hmm. So, all right. Last, we have 4 minutes left.
Okay.
All right. We have 4 minutes left. Hertz and Pulitzer are. So if you look up Pulitzer, do a quick Google search on Pulitzer and magazines. Put those two together. But Hertz and Pulitzer are the ones that kind of made Randolph Hertz and Pulitzer are the ones that made the 20th century, the 1900s magazines really take off. All right, this one to me is a magazine. It still was in circulation up until 2022, and it had 1.8 million. It's a monthly magazine, and I talked a little bit about it on the morning show today, and it came out in 1888. And that's National Geographic.
The yellow rectangles.
Yes, and National Geographic.
But to be honest, I was kind of more of a Nat Geo kid.
Yeah, you're a National Geographic kid.
Yeah, I'll talk about the actual like Nat Geo Kids magazine.
Oh yeah, so you had the kids magazine.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, elementary, you used to read those things a lot.
Yeah. So, but it ran for 136 years. Mm-hmm. All right. It was based out of Washington, D.C. And I don't know if any magazine has touched more people in more different ways than National Geographic. It was translated in 59 different languages. Mm. And isn't National Geographic still part of the Disney Channel?
I believe.
I think it's owned by Disney, right?
Kind of. The National Geographic channel is owned by the channel itself is owned by Disney. Okay. However, the actual company though is owned by National Geographic themselves.
National Geographic Society.
Yes.
And it looks like 20th Century Fox had controlling interest in exchange for $725 million.
Yeah.
All right. In December of 2017, a deal that announced for Disney to acquire 20th Century Fox.
All right.
So the controlling interest was under 20th Century Fox, and now Disney. So magazine's a pretty big business.
I know, yeah. So some guessing Mickey himself took the photos of those icebergs.
Yes, it was. Oh boy. But
they also let Donald Duck swim out in the cold ocean to get those photos.
And here's a question I have, and I don't know if you've ever noticed this. When Donald Duck goes swimming, he puts on pants. All right?
You're right.
Any other time,
he's naked.
Donald Duck doesn't wear pants. He's either wearing a shirt, no pants, or
don't
pants,
forget the hat.
And pants, no shirt. Why?
Walt Disney was not really thinking ahead about that.
Yeah. So, no. So, to me, National Geographic is, if you ask me what I think is the most influential magazine in the world, I go with National Geographic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I definitely agree with you with that, but actually the first National Geographic, pull it up right here. The first one ever didn't have the yellow background.
It was red.
Yep.
There you go. It was red. Mm-hmm. It was a red background. Mm-hmm. But so which magazine? I'm claiming National Geographic being the number one magazine of all time. Mm-hmm. What magazine do you claim? Number one, we didn't get to Mad Magazine. By the way, I was a big Mad Magazine guy.
Yeah, but they discontinued that in 2018 though.
Yeah, but when I was a kid, Mad Magazine was a big deal.
But do you claim Mad TV as actually part of the Mad Magazine?
No, absolutely not. No.
Okay.
No, absolutely not.
Good choice.
So, but which magazine do you think, after doing all this research of where you're at, who do you put as the? Let's do this. Mount Rushmore, last question of the day, of magazines. So I have National Geographic. All right? Because we got to do other sports and stuff, or other things. So I have National Geographic. I have Sports Illustrated. All right? I have... Do I do Time? I think I got to do Time over Life.
Yes.
And over People magazine. So I'm going to do Time magazine. All right. And for my last one, I got to go with the adult content. I got to do Playboy. Those are my top 4 magazines of all time and my Mount Rushmore of magazines.
Yeah.
What are you?
What the heck?
What are your? It's Mike Davis. What is your Mount Rushmore?
So the 3 are probably gonna be the same. Time magazine because they do like a lot of great stuff over there. Plus the covers are like such influential like especially the red X covers like when you see an evil leader with the red X, you know, look we finally got them. So
Yeah. Okay.
National Geographic, the best science newspaper out there. Sports Illustrated because we have to. Guys.
Yeah, that's who we are. Yeah.
Fourth one. Oh, I'm gonna say Wired.
Wired?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a newer one. It's not one that was in really my. I was expecting you to go with Rolling Stone, which was probably if I did 5, I might have went with Rolling Stone.
Yeah. I come to think about it, though, I might go with. We haven't talked about Esquire or the New Yorker as much.
Yeah, no, and those are there. Saturday Evening Post are there. I mean, there's so many, and that's what's amazing about this topic is there's so many different ones to choose from. But you know what? We're out of time.
Yep, and that means I have to cut to you because I have to walk back into the studio.
You got to shut us off. So that means I got to stall a little bit. This is where I tell you guys to please share, please support our sponsors. Hopefully you enjoyed this show. If you didn't enjoy the show, send it to your enemies so they have to watch it. If you did enjoy the show, send it to your friends. But we appreciate you guys. We appreciate our sponsors. This is Bollox Talks and Tangents, and we'll be back next week.